Ta-da!
Let's begin this Mordheim Rules run-through with a few of the basic rules. Characteristics. Just as in Warhammer Fantasy, we use here characteristics for our Mordheim games. Consider, for example, this orc boy. M stands for movement, 4 inches. WS is weapon skill of 3. BS is ballistic skill of 3. S is strength of 3. T is toughness of 4. W is the number of wounds, in this case 1. I is initiative, 2. A is number of attacks, in this case 1. LD is leadership of 7. Over the course of the games, models will be required to take different characteristic tests. In this case, let's look at the orc boy and take a strength test. The orc's strength is a 3, so we roll a d6, and on a 1, 2, or 3 he passes. On a 4, 5, or 6 he will fail the test. There's a 2, he passes the test. The same principle applies to all characteristics, so even if we were to take an initiative test, in this case we have a poor initiative of 2, we would need to roll a 1 or 2 to pass, 3, 4, 5 would fail, so a 5 in this case would be a fail of that initiative test. Leadership tests are run slightly differently. In this case, you use 2d6 in order to roll. What you need to do first is look at the leadership for your model. In this case, with our orc boy, it is a 7, and you roll your 2d6, and anything that is equal to or less passes. In this case, we got an 8, and that is a fail on the leadership test. Mordheim, just like Warhammer Fantasy, is a turn-based game, which means that one player is allowed to take a full turn with different phases, and then the next player is able to take a turn with different phases. Each of the turns is split into 4 distinct phases, and here is the turn sequence. First, the recovery phase. Second, the movement phase. Third, the shooting phase. And fourth, hand-to-hand combat. Let's go ahead now and look at each of these phases in more detail using these 3 models here from the Empire, the Orcs and Goblins, and the Skaven.